happy new year, my gorgeous ones. This is Dr. V. Welcome back to Live Tarot here in 2021. Oh my gosh, we finally made it through a very difficult 2020. We should all give each other so much credit, okay? We made it, we did it, we didn't let 2020 get us down, and now we are on the precipice of magic. 2021, I feel, is going to be a magical time if you decide to empower yourself and take the opportunity to make this your best year ever, not just in your union or reunion with that special person you love, but in all aspects of your life. So if you are new to this channel, I'm Dr. V. So excited to have you here on the first day of the year. Today we're going to be doing a divine masculine and divine feminine connection reading. So this is going to be a general reading for the collective, all signs, all twin flames and soulmates who are on this beautiful journey. The way a collective reading works is that if you are guided to this video intuitively, then there are messages here for you that you need to know. That is the difference between a collective and a pick a card style reading. So it doesn't matter if you're here either on January 1st, 2021 when this video has come out, or any time afterwards, because these are timeless readings. You come to them when the time is right for you. The message will be timely for what is the current situation in your life and in your relationship at this time. So like I said before, we are going to go in deep today on the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies and your connection together in your relationship as you start this new and beautiful year. All right, so I'm going to be asking some questions for you on behalf of you to Spirit. If you like this reading and resonate with it, make sure that you join our incredible community. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, give me a like as well, as that helps the channel and means so much to me. So Spirit, can you please tell us what is the current energy of the divine feminines in this beautiful collective? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to put the divine feminines here and the divine masculines here, and we'll see what is going on. What is the current energy, Spirit, of the divine feminines? In this collective at this time? Wow. All right. So look at this. We have some really strong and empowering energy coming through here, which I absolutely love. So I'm feeling that the feminines, you guys are doing so great, because what you're really doing is setting standards for yourself, okay? You are trying to stay within your own integrity. You know who you are. You know what you want for the most part, although that shifts and changes, right, as you move forward and as you have more experiences and as you, see the results of the actions that you are taking in your life. And so it's like you are in a state of really standing in your own truth. See, you demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. All right. So you are getting really, really good at setting your standards, knowing what it is that you are, what kinds of situations that you are willing to work with when it comes to your divine masculine or your divine counterpart. And what kinds of things will you just not tolerate? tolerate. I'm feeling a very strong energy from the feminine collective that you have definitely suffered through 2020. There have been many things when it comes to this connection that have disappointed you. There are things that have happened that you did not anticipate. I do feel that for many of you, the masculine may have, kind of thrown you a curveball, as we say in baseball terms, as in like certain things that the masculine did or said may not have sat well with you, or may have been truly surprising or shocking to you. Like you didn't see this coming. And that is why this past year has been truly difficult in many ways other than just the pandemic, right? I think that it has certain situations and conditions have brought upon oftentimes very confusing and very upsetting behavior from the people that we love, from our divine counterparts. And so that is why all the more reason that the feminines, you have decided to stand your ground, as in you have decided that you are going to stand strong and firm in your truth, and you're going to be incredibly honest with yourself. You're no longer going to fool yourself or speak to yourself in a way that makes you feel like you will just accept any kind of behavior from the masculine or even from anybody else in your life. I'm feeling like you are definitely drawing that line in the sand, that you are beginning this year really strong. Like you are not going to let either your masculine, your feminine, or anybody else take advantage of your generosity, take advantage of how giving, loving, and nurturing you are, how much you have to give, how much love you have in your heart. You're just not going to let people take advantage of that. You are going to stand in your truth. You are going to stand in your honesty, and you're not going to let anybody walk all over you anymore. And at the same time, what's also beautiful here is that you have gotten to this level of surrender. You have decided to detach and trust the process. So whatever you have gone through in the past that you felt was a really deep attachment for you, you're sensing that some aspects of that attachment that you felt was not so good for you, that it may have taken you to places that was not right for you, that really tested you, that really made you feel really bad about yourself. I'm getting this energy that certain things that you were very deeply attached to, certain results that you wanted, when they didn't come, and they didn't come in the way that you wanted them to come, it made you feel really bad about yourself. Some of you even questioned your own self-worth. Some of you even questioned whether you were deserving, right? You went through a very dark time when it came to that. But I feel that you are now turning a corner into truly surrendering all of those attachments, saying, you know what, these are the things, whether it was my divine masculine, whether it was the relationship I wanted, whether it was our connection, whether it was other things I wanted, it is time for me to surrender that to the universe, to my spirit, to source energy, to God, however which way you see your spiritual foundation. You have decided that you are going to surrender. And what's so even more beautiful about this as we continue on in this journey is this King of Cups energy. Like you've decided that you are now getting so in tune with who you are, your emotional energy, your spiritual energy, that you're just going to let things flow. You are just going to flow, go with the flow, no more blocks. You want to just invite in every beautiful opportunity that is coming your way, and you want the same for your masculine, as in you want to be able to meet your masculine in the middle, as in you are both in the mastery of your cups energy, the mastery of your emotional energy, that you're both very open with your emotions. You are honest, you are communicative, you don't let anything get in the way, you don't let the obstacles come in the way. You want to just flow and see where life and love takes you. So this is extremely powerful energy coming through here for the feminines. I am so proud of you guys. So now let's take a look at where is the masculine, the divine masculine. Spirit, can you please tell us, coming into this beautiful new year, where are the divine masculines in this collective? What is their current energy? Where are the divine masculines? Wow, this is beautiful. I am loving this. Wow, look at this. So we have the masculine coming up with this beautiful Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Masculines, you are just wanting a new beginning here, a beautiful new beginning. And I love the fact that it came through here for you as Pentacles energy, because this tells us that the masculine means business. The masculine is finally getting serious about what they want from life, what they want from this connection, what they want from this relationship. And look how beautiful the energy is coming through in terms of how they plan to express those desires. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. This is so amazing, because look at this. I'm feeling with this inner child card that your masculine, they have been really getting in touch with their own inner child, as in they have started to finally ask themselves the more difficult questions. I think questions that in this past year they had been trying to avoid to a certain extent. And again, I'm getting that same energy of, the lockdowns, the pandemic, like all of the conditions, almost like that, what they say, that sometimes a lot of different conditions come forward, creating that perfect storm, right? It has to have a perfect storm, has to have certain conditions that all have to come together at the right place at the right time. And I feel like that's exactly what is going on with the divine masculines in the collective, as in all of these things came together, and what they did was they created a perfect storm. But it was the best kind of storm, because what it did is that it held up a mirror to the masculine, forcing the masculines to look at aspects of themselves, of who they are, who they truly are, their identity, where they are in their life right now. And it forced them to take a deeper look. It forced them to confront that inner child so that they can manifest what they've always wanted. Because I do feel that part of the greatest block that the divine masculines had at this time, this past year, was the inability to look below the surface, or not even the inability, but deciding not to, the incapability of making the decision to say, look, it is time for me to look at what is my truth. What is it that I have not been willing to look at? What is it that I have been lying to myself about when it comes to my life, as well as my connection with the love of my life, with my feminine? Okay, like this is something that it's like they have been skirting this issue. They have been trying to avoid, deny, neglect something that is so deep within the connection that they feel for you, that they have been hiding from it. They have been not wanting to acknowledge it. They've been wanting to run away from it. And I do feel that for many of them, it has been because of their own deep childhood wounds. I do feel for many of the masculines in the collective is that they have abandonment issues. There has been a lot of issues about them feeling abandoned in one way or another in their childhood. That is why the inner child, that is why, acknowledging that aspect of themselves, looking closer at those wounds and getting really real about being truthful about how those wounds have affected them, how they may be getting in the way of your connection, and how they may have been using these wounds to keep them from having this beginning with you, which is what they truly want. So I feel like there has definitely been for many of you some sort of deep struggle and or separation that has gone on in this past year. And part of the reason has also been that the masculine has not been able to fully express his true feelings to his feminine. And with that lack of expression, it may have been instead kind of replaced with anger, resentment, bitter words, hurtful behavior, acting out, triggered energy. I feel like there's a lot of negative energy that was expressed by the divine masculine in this past year. The expression that they had was not positive in many instances. I'm not saying it was entirely negative all the time, but there were definitely really big moments where they could have in that moment chosen to be more loving, more kind, more understanding, more open to you. And instead, in those moments, they chose not to. They chose to be mean instead. They chose to be critical instead. They chose to judge you instead. And these were critical choices that were theirs to make, as in the moment, the pause, that silence. You know how sometimes there is a confrontation where we are looking in each other's eyes, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. We are looking in each other's eyes and there is a pause. Because you know that something needs to be expressed. Something needs to be addressed. There's a truth there that needs to come out. But it can't come out unless there is a sacred space of mutual respect, mutual understanding, mutual safety. Where it's like, I feel safe enough with you, you feel safe enough with me, that I can communicate my deepest thoughts, feelings, desires, and fears with you, and I know that you will have my back. And I'm feeling a very strong energy here where I feel like there have been moments in this connection between you and your divine masculine or divine feminine where there was a silence, there was a pause where you looked at each other in that moment and you had a choice to make. The divine masculine especially, he had a choice to make where was he going to be understanding, loving, generous, and open in this instance, in this moment, or was he going to choose negativity? Was he going to lash out? Was he going to be triggered? Was he going to be mean, critical, or judgmental? And I feel that for many of you, they chose the negative side. And that is why you may be in some form of separation or some form of struggle here. Because the expression that came from them was not right. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair to you. It wasn't fair to them. It wasn't fair to the relationship at all. And it did not move this connection, this relationship forward. So here we are again. It's like there is a shift in that energy because that moment may have caused this separation or this struggle. And it has now, with some time, kind of, you know, a little bit of time that may have gone into play since then, your masculine has decided to get real. As in, they have decided to ask themselves those questions. They've decided to say, look, I really screwed this up. It's time for me now to express what is true. And what is true here is that I want this new beginning, Ace of Pentacles. Okay? I want a second chance with my feminine. And I want it to be real. This is not just about airy-fairy dreams and fantasies, but this is about how can we have a real and solid new beginning that has to do with the merging of our real lives. Now, is this going to mean that I'm going to come and ask my feminine for her forgiveness? Does this mean that I'm going to make an offer? And we're going to get deeper into that. But it's like he is considering, the divine masculine is considering, what is this Ace of Pentacles really going to look like? Is it going to be an offer of a commitment? Is it going to be an offer of living in the same city, the same town, moving in close to each other, or moving in with each other, or an offer of marriage? But there is definitely an offer on the table here that is coming from the masculine to his feminine. Wow. I like that. So now, Spirit, can you please tell us then, what is the connective energy here between the divine masculine and feminine? What is the energy of their connection together? Where is this going? Okay, one of them flew out. So, wow, look at this. This card just flew out and fell to the ground. Amazing. Wow. And what a beautiful card to have come through that way, right? What is the energy of their, oh my gosh, absolutely stunning, stunning. What is the energy of their connection together, Spirit? Wow, beautiful. I am loving that. I'm going to just want to clarify these a bit. So let's get some clarifiers. Spirit, can you tell us, what more can you tell us about the energy of their connection together? The divine masculine? Oh my gosh. Look at that. Okay, so there is a huge shift going on here in the collective. Look at these. Oh my gosh, you couldn't get better energies than this. All right, so it's like, look at this, both of you. I'm going to start here and work my way up to like, wow. Look at this. Make the effort with the sacred journey. Okay, so both of you have realized that you are definitely on an incredibly sacred journey here together. It is so beautiful. Look at this. Understand who you truly are. This journey brings self-discovery, and make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay, so there's definitely steps that are going to be taken here. Now, the thing is, it's like what I'm feeling here though is that there is an overall vision here of having a life together that is huge. Okay, there's a huge desire coming through here. Really powerful desire, along with a very powerful vision that is coming through. But what I'm seeing though is that the steps, the effort here is going to be step by step with this Page of Pentacles energy. So I feel like it's going to start off with a simple communication. Okay, it may be a very, very simple communication that happens between the two of you. Nothing earth-shattering, nothing like some huge, it may be something so simple that it's just gentle. Okay, it's not some huge, electrifying, wow, oh my gosh, I've never felt this before kind of thing. I feel like it's going to be quiet, gentle. The steps that you take towards each other are going to be quiet, gentle steps. But I feel like they are going to be so deeply impactful because they're going to demonstrate how much of a commitment each of you have towards making this effort here. Okay, so they may be baby steps. They may feel like baby steps. They may feel like small steps, but I feel like that is where you do need to start, because from there you are going to gain the momentum. And I also feel that by not rushing into huge gestures, okay, huge gestures that could eventually fall short or fall apart. I feel like taking these small steps with this Pentacles energy again coming through again is telling us that these are going to be steps that are grounded, that are going to be realistic, that are building towards something very real. Because see, look at this. This is the grand vision, this 10 of Pentacles. This is so beautiful. This is the grand vision of where you want to go. And again, I'm loving the fact that we are getting it all as Pentacles energy here, which tells me that this is not just about feelings and emotions and nice little fantasies and daydreams, but this is about, okay, let's make a plan step by step. How are we going to reach this beautiful 10 of Pentacles? Because we want this union to be real and we want it to be lifelong, as in we want it to be permanent. We don't want to play this cat and mouse game anymore. We don't want to play this are you in or are you out. We don't want to give excuses anymore. Oh, I was triggered. Oh, I was this. Oh, I was that. No, it's either you are in or you are out. And I really feel that energy coming through very strong. Again, I do feel that it is very much tied with this new year. Okay, it is a very strong energy tied with the new year. It is definitely this either you are all in or you are all out. And if you are all in, let me know, because we are twin flames. We are soulmates, 2 of Cups. Okay, so the foundational energy between the two of you, the love, the absolute intensity, the passion, the intimacy of that connection is there. Look at this beautiful yin yang energy coming through here. If you see this as a twin flame confirmation, go right ahead, because it is there. It doesn't have to be, right? I always say the labels really don't matter. All that matters is the love that you feel in your heart. So I feel that is, and look how amazing this is in terms of coming through here as this, connective energy between the small steps that you are taking, the small but powerful steps you are taking through the connection, through this love that you share, going towards this 10 of Pentacles. This is like the fruition of this love. So it is incredibly powerful, incredibly beautiful, but also incredibly real. Okay, there's nothing about this that is just about rainbows and daydreams. That's what I love about this energy, is that you guys are going to be committed to making this real. So either, again, with that all in or all out. Now, remember, and let me remind you, this is a general reading, right? So this may not all resonate with your situation. Every situation and journey is unique and different. So if you'd like to have more guidance on your special situation, that's what a private reading is for. And if you'd like to have one with me, the link to that is in the box below. So now take a look at this. So we also have, as part of where this is going, your connective energy together is your desire for this union. Look at this: reconciliation, eternal love. Your time has come. Isn't this so beautiful? I'm loving this, along with romantic feelings. Okay, so for those of you who have been, struggling or in separation, this is really the energy of knowing that your feelings are still there. They are real and they are worth exploring. And both of you are on the same page when it comes to the union that you are seeking, because both of you are definitely seeking this beautiful union. You know that you're on a sacred journey. You know that that sacred journey is taking you to this union. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine better cards to get for a beautiful, fresh New Year's reading. I'm just so grateful. Thank you, Spirit. This is absolutely lovely. So now we're going to take a look at what is it that the masculine and feminine truly want from each other as they're moving forward in this amazing energy. Okay, what is it that the two of you truly want from each other? What would you both deeply and truly desire? So first, let's talk about the feminine. Spirit, can you please tell us, what does the divine feminine, what do our beautiful feminines truly want from their masculine? Okay. And what would they say to their masculine from their deepest heart, from their higher self? What are some specific messages from the divine feminine to her masculine? What would she say? All right, so this is going to be lovely right here. So right here we have what the feminine wants from her masculine and what are her specific messages. And now let's ask the same for the divine masculine. Spirit, can you tell us, what does the divine masculine truly desire from his feminine? What does he want? And can you please give us some specific messages? Wow, this one flew out. Some specific messages from the divine masculine, from his deepest heart and his higher self to his feminine. All right, look at that. So interesting. Let's see. Let's start here with the feminine and what she wants from her masculine. Be willing to express love. Isn't that so beautiful? I love that. So look at this, guys. We have a wonderful continuing energy here of expression. Okay, I feel like this, I would have to say that if I were to choose what has been kind of the dominant theme of this New Year's reading, I would have to say it is expression. Look at this. Be willing to express love. We got the expression card, and we also got romantic feelings and make the efforts, because I feel like all of these are energies of expressing yourself, truly expressing yourself. So I'm feeling very deeply that the feminine just wants the masculine to express his true and deep feelings, his love, everything in a very clear, honest communication. That's what she's looking for. See, when we express love, we begin to receive more love. So the feminine just wants her masculine to fully express himself, to be honest with how he thinks and feels about her, what he wants from this connection, and to work with her in that expression of love and communication. So here are some specific messages from the divine feminine to her masculine. I should have believed in you. You always had my best interests at heart. and I still feel your energy around me. I never believed in these things before. I do now. So this is definitely for many of you who are in that struggle or that separation. I do feel that the feminine, as the masculine, is making strides towards better expressing himself as he is making those steps forward. The feminine is starting to believe in him again. The possibility is there because deep down, it's like she knows that you did have her best interests at heart, even if you struggled with your feelings, even if you struggled in the relationship. She does have this faith in you deep down inside. And she has never, even though, you know, she may have stepped away from you, even though she had to step away from you because things weren't, you know, working for her, just know that her energy is still with you. Okay. She has never lost that connection with your energy, masculine. Okay, so this is what the masculine wants from his feminine. Take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. So again, this is interesting because I feel like this is also very much in alignment with what we're seeing so far, this entire reading with the masculine's energy, right? It's like they want you to take a chance on them again, feminine. Like I said, they may come to you with a very solid offer. It may not be like the biggest, most like, you know, shocking thing. It may just be gentle and you know, quiet, but it will be solid, and they want you to take a chance with them again. And see, why is that? Look at their specific messages to you. I cheated you out of real love. I ghosted you because of my own insecurities. I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. So look at this. Your masculine just they are not willing to let you go. They are not willing to let you go at this time. They know that they were really unfair to you. They know that they may have said and done hurtful things, because we saw before, right, that inner child work that they were not doing, that they were repressing, that they were in denial about. They may have cheated you out of that love before. They may have even ghosted you because of their own insecurities with that inner child, but they cannot live without you. You are part of them. They are part of you. They feel like you are in every breath that they take. Wow. So that is why they want you to take a chance on love with them in this new year. So beautiful. Beautiful. So I am going to end this reading by giving you your affirmation of the day. And what a beautiful time, right? The first day of the year to have an incredible affirmation that is inspiring, that is motivating you, that is going to keep you in that high vibe energy. So make sure you leave me a comment on what you thought of this video and include your affirmation of the day in it. And today's affirmation is, I am unstoppable. In this new year, every single day of this year, I am unstoppable when it comes to everything, my love, my abundance, my success. I am unstoppable, and I am going to achieve all of my hopes, dreams, and goals this year. And Spirit is with me, guiding me and supporting me every step of the way. So as always, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, the link to that is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that I've created for all of you who are on this journey to love, success, and abundance. Thank you so much for being here with me on the first day of the year. It means so much to me. If this resonated for you, of course, please make sure to subscribe, like, and share. I love you guys so much. I'll see you all on the next video.